Welcome back to my channel. I don't know what's going on, but we are having some of the best weather in the Northeast. It feels like a crisp fall day here, but it's still the beginning of September, so it's still obviously summertime. But I've got another cigar review for you today, an exploration of a cigar with you that we can go through together. That's what this channel is all about. I've never smoked any of these cigars that I am reviewing and looking at and exploring on my channel. Sometimes I'll go back to them after I've made a video on them, but they are all first-time reviews, first time I've had any of these. So today we have got this Quorum. I have done a Quorum previously. This is a 6x52 classic Torpedo. I have actually never smoked one of these before. I've smoked a chisel cigar. That LFD was a chisel, different shape than a Torpedo. In my LFD video, I may have called it a Torpedo, but it's not. It's just a box press chisel. This is an actual Torpedo, handmade in Nicaragua. It is it has a Sumatra sun-grown wrapper. So the Maduro is the darker one. This one is the one we already did. You can see it says Maduro. It's also a Churchill, so it's going to be quite bigger. Today we're going to do this Torpedo. It's a 6x52. You see the measurement right on the back there. So I'm going to get this thing opened out of the wrapper. I've also got a whiskey pairing to go with this today, a whiskey that I thought would go great with this particular stick. This thing's really pretty. Getting some nuttiness. A little bit of wood. I'm going to cut this. Now, this is where this not too deep cutter is going to actually be a little bit of a detriment. So let's see how many cuts we have to put on this thing in order to get it the way we want it. That's one. Two. Let's see, we're getting there. Now, you could maybe stop at two. I'm going to do at least one more. Three. And let's do a fourth. To me, that looks just about perfect. Strong, good. Nice cold draw. Same thing. Getting some sort of a nuttiness. And tobacco. I think maybe a little bit of wood. Let's fire this thing up. Nice smoke, kind of creamy. The nuttiness is sort of turned in almost like a peanut shell. So this is the bourbon, the whiskey pairing I've got for us today. It's Four Roses single barrel. This particular one, you can see the markings on the bottom there, the warehouse number and the barrel number. This one's been really good. This is one of my favorites. Here's your tasting notes on the back of that. And they're not kidding. I definitely get the apricot and cinnamon. Maybe not so much the toasted oak or even the rye spice, but the apricot, pear, cinnamon, and like a honey. Definitely get that out of it. Good cork pull there. It's just one of my favorites. I mean, if it's definitely in my top favorites of all time that I've ever had. but for under 50 bucks, I was in New Jersey this summer, got a bottle under 50 bucks where I live in Pennsylvania, under 50 bucks, 46, 7, 8, $9. One of the best bottles around for under $50 for sure. This is a real nice light stick. Light creamy smoke coming off of it. And a nice light draw. I'm thinking probably because I cut it the way I did. With having to cut it that many times, but you see the result is this shape. You could probably cut it even further and get more of a draw. I like this. I like the way it's drawn. I'm going to keep it like this. You know what all those cigar professionals on the internet say? You can always take more off, but you can't put any more on. So as far as cutting it, yeah, just draw on it a little bit. Make sure you like it. You can always take some off. This is still a budget-friendly stick. I got this stick for less than $3. I believe it was $2.80. For a nice Torpedo with very decent flavors, very decent flavor profile. I think I also like this bourbon so much because it's one of the only bottles that I really enjoy drinking out of. I don't do it till the bottle's almost empty, but here's the top of it. It's just really a very friendly sipper out of the top. Very enjoyable to take a sip out of the top of this bottle. That's what the cork looks like. What's everybody up to today? What's everybody smoking? Anybody drinking anything? What's happening? Where's the weather? What's the weather like where you live? Drop a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Nice ash on that, nice and tight. I'm sure this isn't a long filler cigar, but it probably has some decent fillers, probably some decent pieces. I mean, you can usually tell by looking at the end like that. Looks pretty good. Didn't get a single piece of tobacco or anything in my mouth. If you haven't already checked out my review, some budget cigars up at the Pagoda, check that out. Put that on my channel. Couldn't be more than a day ago now. Yep, definitely highly recommend this stick. Got a little damage on that thing there, huh? I wonder if that's been there the whole time or if I did that. It's not affecting it, how it smokes. Just not as pretty now. Everybody has a great day. Keep coming back. I'm gonna have plenty of more cigar reviews for you guys. And I will talk to you soon.